Have you ever asked yourself, what's holding me back from feeling freedom? If so, join me on this journey where I share with you how to let go of what no longer serves you and create a guide of closure for you. Hi, my name is Pam Drzwicki. I'm a motivational and success coach, and I love helping women thrive in their life. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you how letting go of what no longer serves you isn't just about closure and saying no. It's an act of bravery. It's about saying, I'm ready to move forward and creating space for something new. As we go through and we spend some time together, you will see that there is ways to identify what's holding you back and have that sense of freedom. Freedom. So let's get started. The first step is acknowledging what is actually holding you back. This is how to figure out what's no longer serving you. What is something that you keep on doing, but at this stage in your life, it doesn't fit anymore. Doing routines or behaviors that leave you drained or stuck in place. What ends up happening is we have this mindset of limiting beliefs, like fear of failing or the urge to please everyone. This is what's keeping you from moving forward. And I know for myself, I am still in the process of being a recovering people pleaser. Ask yourself, are there people who no longer bring you joy that you surround yourself with, or no longer has the growth potential to be in your life? Now, I'm not saying get rid of everybody. I am just having you pause and think about who these people are and how are they impacting you in your life. You don't have to judge yourself for holding on to these things, okay? Simply just notice them. And a great way to do that is journaling or talking to a trusted friend or a coach who can help you uncover these patterns that might not be as obvious at first because they're just second nature to you. So that's the first thing, is acknowledging and identifying what possibly is holding you back. The second thing is understanding why it's so hard to let go. Have you ever wondered that? That even when something is frustrating, you still keep on coming back to it? Well, letting go often feels difficult because of what's underneath the surface. So I want to have you pause and ask yourself these questions. Are you clinging to a habit because it feels safe? Is the fear of the unknown keeping you in a situation that no longer fits? It just doesn't serve you any longer. Are you avoiding change because it feels too big or overwhelming? Really, by understanding the reasons behind your attachment, you can begin to untangle and unweb the emotions and the beliefs that keep you stuck where you are. Okay? So number 3, picture what is absolutely possible. Can you imagine that? What it looks like on the other side of that what if. Sometimes the best motivation for letting go is imagining what life could be like or look like without carrying those weights. Now, those weights can be heavy And again, it may be caused from people pleasing and not setting those boundaries and learning how to say no. So it may take some time, like I said, to unravel this. But what energy could you reclaim if you started dropping some of the draining habits? How much confidence would you gain by letting go of the self-doubt? And what peace would you feel if you released that toxic relationship that takes so much energy from you? Hold on to that. Just hold on to that vision. It's why you're doing this work. This is why you're listening to this. The fourth thing I want you to think about is start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Small intentional steps can lead to big changes over time. Just think about if you go for a walk and you go for a walk one day and you walk an eighth of a mile or a quarter of a mile, and then you keep on adding to that. And before you know it, you're doing 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles a day. It's those small, consistent steps. It's the way you say no to one commitment that doesn't align with your goals. Or, you replace one negative thought with a kind word about yourself. Think about it. Would I say that to my best friend? And if not, why are you saying it to yourself? And I really encourage you to try to spend less time with someone who drains your energy and a little bit more time with someone who lifts you up. Remember, every small step matters, and each one brings you closer to the life you want. Now I want you to think about forgiving and releasing. Letting go often requires forgiveness. You don't have to forget what happened, but forgiveness, both for yourself and others. A lot of times when we don't forgive, who's getting hurt the most? Is it the person that hurt us, or is it us because we're holding on to it? Forgive yourself for staying in situations longer than you wanted to. Sometimes we keep on in a relationship or staying somewhere that doesn't feel right. But again, we stay there because it's the known and we're not going into the unknown. So give yourself a break. Other thing is forgiving others for their role in experiencing the hurt that you're feeling. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or excusing harmful behavior. It simply allows you to release the emotional weight and move forward with peace. A lot of times when we sit in the mess of everything that's going on, it's us that is hurting the most, and that's holding us back. So this is a way of allowing ourselves to start letting go, to get some closure. The next thing is make space for growth. Letting go isn't just about removing the old things. It's about welcoming new stuff, right? So think about what would happen if I started building habits that align with my core value or values. Or if we say yes to opportunities that stretch our positive ways. By doing this, it deepens these connections with people who encourage our growth. And it starts giving us more room to do more of that. Really think of this as creating a blank canvas for the next chapter of your life. What does that look like? And when we're in this process, it really is about trusting the journey. Letting go is a process. And it's not just a single moment, but it's those small little steps that bring us there. There'll be ups and downs, but trust that each step will lead you towards something better. As long as we're working on this closure. When the path feels uncertain, pause. Lean on your faith. Lean on your support system, your dream team, or really dig into what that inner strength is of why you started. Because when we reflect on the process, that is how we get to let go of what's not serving us anymore. So while we're going through these steps, I want you to do this. I encourage you, I invite you to think about what's one thing you're really ready to let go of. What's one thing? Maybe it's a habit. Maybe it's the way you talk to yourself. Maybe it's an old grudge or a limiting belief that's out there. Just take one small step today. I encourage you. Write it down and share it with a friend, or simply hold it in your heart. But if you have someone that you could trust, it's always wonderful to have that because it creates an accountability. Remember, letting go isn't about losing something. It's about making room for something greater. This is your time to enter into a new season, lighter and more aligned with the life you deserve. What will you release to make space for your best self? I'd love to hear all about it. My name is Pam Drzwicki. I'm the owner of Powerful Purpose, and I'm a motivational and success coach for women.